Boom, and that should be YouTube. Let me just make sure I got both of them. And I got it down pretty quick to figuring it out. Boom, live and live. Awesome. And I already should have both chats. I do. Let's go. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. It's the 24th. I'm a little bit late, but we're going to have a great day. Got a new camera angle. Hopefully you guys like that. A little closer and more personal. All right. Am I live? Stroby or creative? Because yesterday I left comments, I left links. I was telling people I was live. I got in trouble for it on Reddit and everything, and I wasn't even live. I did all that for nothing. So let's see if we had any replies from yesterday. Replies. All right, reply in advice. Oh, post was deleted. That's not good. All right, who's this? Oh yeah, this guy was talking about this girl's been living with him. He's 23, she's 28, and she's like terrible to him. Refuses to clean up. And does my sound good? I still don't see confirmation, Stroby, and I know you're on, so I'm gonna text you, make sure I'm good. Don't wanna. Well, we're definitely live on Rumble. So, anyways, yeah, and he's asking like what he should do. Obviously, he should, throw her out. I said, bro, refuses to clean up? That's crazy. And he's like, you're telling me? So he knows she's horrible. Kick her the fuck out. And yeah, I thought he replied to that, but past that, I guess not. That's that's nothing interesting there. Where's right? Yeah, here, see, I was advertising and everything. Like I was trying to give people live advice. I saw good, see, like after I got in trouble, afterwards I was like, so I realized you can't say, hey, this is my YouTube, come watch it. You get in trouble for that. But if you say, hey, I saw this really good video on this topic that, whatever topic you're talking about, and you share a video, that's good. So, do with that what you will. I mean, what? I don't want to go to old shit. Let's go to new stuff. Yeah. Something new, something fresh. Let's see who's having problems today on Reddit. Not hot. We want new. All right, 1 minute ago. How do I feel? No, we don't care about that. Would I be the asshole if I stopped caring about my friend's feelings getting hurt? That's a good one. We'll bite. I am live. Thank you. Can you type in the chat? And is my audio good? You can reply in the text too, but if you type in the chat, that would be great. I'm not anymore live? Are you serious? You're retarded, bro. Oh, sorry, YouTube. I did not mean to say that, but no, why would it be on that? All right. My good friends, would I be the asshole if I stopped caring about my friend's feelings getting hurt? To preface, is it preface or preface? I love my friends very, very much, and I hate to see them hurt and down about themselves. But it comes to a point where I can't do anything anymore, and I'm tired of hearing about it. Right, you can't let fucking miserable people drag you down. My good friend talks about to a couple of guys on and off. Totally normal as we are in college, and I personally don't trust some college guys to be loyal anyway. She strictly will watch their location, check if their snap score has gone up, and if it hasn't, obviously this is not healthy. She will freak out, blah, blah, blah. I respond with drop him, move on. I care so much. She also has to get jealous, blah, blah, blah. All right, it's college. bullshit shit. But basically, if social media is affecting you, like I'm not gonna read this fucking college girl problems, but I'm not really that interested. Would I be the asshole for not caring when she tells? I could give her advice without needing to know all this bullshit. Is what I'm saying. And anybody could that sees what's going on. Would I be an asshole for not caring anymore when she tells me they are not responding to her? I just want some confirmation on whether or not I'm being a bad friend. You're currently banned from this community and can't comment on posts. Oh my god. How long is that? When did I get banned? I gotta go to Am I the Jerk? It's okay. There's plenty of communities on Reddit. They're endless. All right, next. Fired for showing my general owner has been stealing tips. Legal advice? Nope. Am I the asshole? Relationships? For sleeping with one of my ex's best friends if he initiated it? Hi everyone, sorry for the long post, but I think the background is important. Watching Smosh read these is what inspired me to post my story because I've been having mixed feelings about it since it happened a month ago. For some backstory, I, 25-year-old female, and my ex, 27-year-old male, let's call him James, broke up in August 2025, much to my complete surprise after I came home from a camping trip, and he decided that we were actually just over instead of communicating about it. This was a lovely, healthy 2-year relationship. There were a few signs that stuff was weird, but coming back to someone saying, my brain knows you're perfect on paper, but my heart feels something is missing. And hearing from friends that a few weeks later, he invited his ex-girlfriend over to sleep over. Well, yeah, that's obviously a fucking problem. And that he is into a mutual, unless that's an agreement, if it's an agreement, that's different. And he is into a mutual acquaintance of ours was really awesome. It took me a long time to stop loving him, and I still wished months after the fact that we would get back together. Safe to say I went to therapy and my friends pulled me out of the delusion. Thank God I'm not with a loser that does not know what he wants. Important to note that I still see him almost daily because we volunteer the same job and both do not plan on stopping. So yeah, you both want to still see each other daily. If we have a mutual friend, 27-year-old male, let's call him Brock, that was originally closer with him as they lived together when they... Damn, I don't know. I honestly don't know. That was originally closer with him as they lived together when they moved out in August. During this time of heartbreak, me and Brock hung out a lot because we were unemployed, and I started to realize that men can be intellectual human beings with mature thoughts and able to express emotions with words. We would talk about mine and James' relationship a lot, and he would offer great advice with the main idea that should not get back together. I've always thought Brock was hot. He is a conventionally fit and attractive young man, and I started to fantasize about him. That made me feel really guilty because blah, blah, blah. He was a really good friend, and I felt dirty thinking about him that way. 2, I still cared about my ex James at this point. I never acted on this. I did not want to ruin the friendship, and I really appreciate him as a male friend to talk to. Sometime in February, I visited him at his parents' house for a weekend. I'm planning on moving to the town, potentially for employment reasons, and he wanted to show me the town. Potentially for employment reasons. Right. Potentially to fucking hook up with this dude and move in with him, with lying ass. Just say how it is, This scenario happened on the 3rd night of my 4th night stay. Or this scenario happened on the 3rd night of my 4th night stay. We smoked some weed and chatted in this parent's hot tub. Yeah, looking for an employment opportunity, huh? Then went to the basement to watch The Office. During our chat, we talked about the usual life goals, the fear of ending up alone, what we were insecure about, etc. I was getting the vibes that he wasn't telling me something, so I remember saying at least 3 to 4 times, you should always be honest when there's something you want to say, even if it hurts other people's feelings. The screen on Netflix popped up where it says, do you want to keep watching? And he looked over at me and said, hey, do you think about cuddling non-platonically right now? Which took me by surprise, but I said, yes, that's all we did that night. The next day he brought it up and said he felt guilty that he found me very hot, but there would be no end game because blah, blah, blah. We could not date as he was my ex's best friend or ex's friend. I was disappointed because if I'm being honest, I felt found someone attractive also found me attractive, and I wanted to sleep with him. However, I understood his position and said I respected it and thought that was it. We went back to chatting, joking around like usual. That night, however, three glasses of wine deep. We didn't even get through one episode of The Office before he started cuddling me again. He said his love language was such when he talked. All right, this is like getting too much. All right, next day I left and we've been texting like normal, talking shows, blah, blah, blah. But I feel because my ex in social situations, I feel bad because I see my ex in social situations and know this would hurt him. But I would want to sleep with Brock again next time I see him, but I'm unsure he still wants to. My friends say, F him, my ex, he hasn't cared about you this whole year, and Brock is an adult. I do not want to lose Brock as a friend. Would Brock be someone I should pursue? And am I the asshole? You're an asshole. Yeah, you're an asshole to your ex. Yes. I mean, no. Yes, you're the asshole. If you don't. Oh my God. One second. All right, back at it. That's a hard one. You're the asshole if you don't. Hmm, what do y'all think? Shit, I mean, did she tell her friend or her ex? Next day, we've been texting. Did you tell your ex you should be open with him about it? But if the other dude said he doesn't want her there, so did I miss it anywhere? Did she tell? But I want. Yeah, you're the asshole for keeping it from ex and doing it in a shady way. I could be wrong because I didn't read like three of her sexual escapade paragraphs, but I don't care about those. Keeping it from your ex and doing it in a shady way, but not the asshole because you didn't cheat on nobody, right? She didn't really. I mean, she didn't do anything bad. I mean, just because they were friends. But I don't know if she's still like seeing this other dude that her ex and like leading him on. I don't know. Then it would be yeah. If you're still leading, there we go. Yeah, so if you're still leading. Yeah, I mean, I could spin any situation, and you can't help two people being friends. Technically, I mean, just because she dated two different people and they happen to be friends at two different times, it's not like she, you know, it doesn't even sound like they were like really close friends. Well, I used to steal from my dad and hide the money in my mom's bags. What? I stole. Sold worth of tools from my previous workplace after I quit. Damn. I hate what I did. I stole high value tools from my previous workplace when I quit. I hate what I did, but I still did it, and now I'm bragging about it. I stole high value tools from my previous workplace when I quit as a mechanic. I stole things like impact wrenches and scanners. I stole these things knowing that my previous workplace, I hate what I did. Yeah, right. He sounds so proud of it. I stole these things knowing that my previous workplace had a chaotic inventory and the owner would not know when they lost something. I sold these online and used the money to pay my debts. Nobody ever confronted me about what I did. My previous workplace probably wrote it off as lost tools, but I know the truth. I know I stole from people who trained and trusted me. Fucking scumbag. He's so proud of being a scumbag. I know somebody just like that. Yeah. He's appeared in a deposition recently. He's a piece of shit. It sounds like this piece of shit right here. The shame is overwhelming. I can't even think about my old coworkers without feeling sick to my stomach. I regret my betrayal with every fiber of my being. Yeah, after you get called tool, not returner bear. Yeah, I don't know who tool, not returner bear is or returner bear is. I despise the greedy, selfish coward I've become. There are times I feel so guilty about what I've done. I feel I don't deserve a job or friends anymore. I wish I could give back all the money and beg forgiveness, but I know I would have to pay the price I rightly deserve. So I rightly deserve. Confessing my crimes here is the only way I can ever hope to live with myself again. You don't sound like you hate it. You sound kind of proud. Oh, we should say we saw a video about it. How long ago did he post? I forgot that. 32 minutes ago. Hey, other people will see it. Saw a video online about a person like you. Person like you. All right, where's my... I'm teaching y'all how to... This is marketing 101 right here, guys. You don't say, yo, here's my video. Come check out my video. Because they're going to be like, no, you're fucking banned. My video. Come check out my video. You go and you paste it. I hope I don't get banned. Maybe that's why I got banned from... I'm the asshole. Shit. Probably is. I was the asshole. Yo, how do you... If you get banned from Am I the Asshole, are you an asshole? It's a question. Why are we... I just realized... See, having the camera here, the only problem is I didn't realize I had this on instead of this. So it's easier to read. And I'm like off-centered. He borrowed my portable charger and forgot to return it, so I called him that as a joke. Kind of funny now. LOL. Oh, what's funny is that was my legit nickname for him when he was cool at the fest in 2023. When he was cool at the fest? I'm not sure. Here's a... all right. Am I the jerk for demanding my husband get my baby stroller back from his sister, or else I'm changing the locks? What the fuck? Changing the locks? Yeah, you're a jerk for that alone, but we gotta go to new, not hot. We want the fresh stuff. I want to do something with my life. I'm 21-year-old female, and I'm in the last semester of my college. Let's give her some hope. LOL. Never mind, haha. Way too late. Oh, yeah, I know. Earlier... Now I'm with it, though. You see, now I'm live. How quick was that? Never mind. Haha. You read too late. That was like within a minute. I think I actually got the chat working correctly, though. Even though if I chat here, it doesn't work. You see, it comes up like that, which is crazy. I think let me see. Actually, I want to see if I can fix that, or not fix that. But what the hell did it do? Live view this. Right. You see how it comes up like that if I use it in OBS? But if I have to open like another browser for YouTube, and yeah, that's crazy to type. But I'm probably doing something wrong too. That could very well be the case. Anyways, I want to do something with my life. I'm 21-year-old female. I'm in the last semester of my college, which doesn't really need my attendance. So I basically have 5 to 4 months until the joining date for my full-time job that I got placed in. I'm so free right now that I desperately want to do something right now with my life. I've been working out lately in my home, and for someone who has always been into hobbies like drawing or reading, this was such a new thing to me, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It gives me so much joy. Every day I wake up wishing I had dedicated more of my life to a sport or something that I would have had a passion instead of someone who's just going to end up working in the corporate and rots away. She's only 21, yo. I have recently watched the Winter Olympics and cricket matches, and I'm so damn inspired. I just wish I could do something, but I don't know what. I live in India, and it's not really the best when it comes to finding proper communities or an area I can pursue whatever sport I want. Maybe I just don't know what exists around me, though. I don't think I can ever do something like cricket or running, but seeing myself do such tremendous progress at the gym is just in a month just makes me feel like if I tried out a sport that I can work on and build myself every day on, I can genuinely progress and get good at it. I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but you can definitely get good. You can definitely still get good enough at a sport and be a pro starting at a healthy 21, which you seem to be. You seem to be. Go for it. The one that brings you. Find the one that brings you the most joy. You can definitely still get good enough at a sport and be a pro starting at a healthy 21, which you seem to be at. Which you seem to be. Go for it. Find the one that brings you the most joy. Great video. Hear about it. But no, see, never mind. I forgot the whole point was we needed people that needed advice. On random. Oh, random. Quick though, right? You can definitely still, yep. Actually, we want India to know us. I saw a good video about India. Good video about Indian sports. Indian women's sports. Somebody's gonna, there's no way somebody's gonna catch on to me. They're gonna, like, it's obviously, like, they're just gonna look at my comments and be like, yo, he's posting the same video for different topics. I can't do that. That's not right. That'll make me an asshole. But we'll leave those two examples up. She wasn't over her ex. I ignored red flags. Yeah, no, we're not reading that. Your first food place, what would you do in my position? All right, advice. Great, 3 minutes ago. So it all begins from first year of our college. Like many others, we 8 people, 5 boys and 3 girls, made a friend circle. It ended up breaking next year because 2 girls didn't like behavior of one of my 3 male friends and the other third girl, but one of them is like sister to me, so she kept our friendship as it is. How is it 5 boys and 3 girls though? It should be. You guys got a mismatch unless you got 2 boys going together. But all right, back to 3 male friends and third girl. But one of them is like a sister to me, so she kept our friendship as it is. One of the male friend ended up being in a relationship with the third girl who is slightly selfish and judgy and arrogant in nature. Oh, I know someone just like her. I know a couple of them. Those three male friends kind of hate her for breaking group and thinks her bad. You know, the whole point of having the camera there was for me to read off this uh, monitor. And here I am still reading off the wrong monitor. So it all begins from first year of college. First year of our college. Like many others, we 8 people, 5 boys and 3 girls, made a friend circle. I read all the way through that. Friendship to all of them, and I never broke up with any of them, of my friends, but hatred of my male friends never ended for her, however. Jesus, can't read. However, recently that girl, sister type, argued and put her anger on me about a third person in a group of people. It was embarrassing for me as there were juniors and seniors there, and I didn't say much to her as I don't like fights, and also basically you're a punk or a cuck. And also I consider her a good friend, but those 3 male friends said that how can I bear such embarrassment and that I should have said something bad to her at the time. Only in return, like, your life problems are no reason for harshly speaking to me. She did end up saying sorry that night itself on chat, but I can't understand if what they said was right and that I should have spoken harshly to her as well to make her realize that she can't speak to me like that in public. Or was I right being silent in that time? My male friends say that she won't come to help when necessary and that I will. You were right to stay silent. Even if your point was 100% correct and she was in the wrong, you'd still be the bad guy. Basically, bad guy. Because you're a guy. You're a guy going at a girl. And plus, controlling your emotions is a power. You were right to stay silent, even if your point was 100% correct. And she was in the wrong. Hold on. Even if your point was 100% correct, right? And she was in the wrong. It just feels like a run-on sentence. Jeez. You were right to stay silent, period. Even if your point was not, if your point was 100% correct and she was in the wrong, you would still be the bad guy because you are, because you're a guy going at a girl. I got it. If your point was 100% correct and she was in the wrong, you'd still be the, right. There we go. Now we don't sound like we're disabled in reading and writing. Even if your point, she was in the wrong, you still be the bad guy because you're a guy going at a girl. Basically, you win nothing by good video. You've been banned. Oh no. Oh, is it the same one? No, look, I've been banned. Oh no. I can't keep posting links. That's probably why. Let's see. What the fuck is this historian? We gotta close this really quick. Request? Yeah, okay. It's permanently banned. You've been permanently banned from participating. No, not this account. It's okay. We got a bunch of accounts, but let's see what happened. You have been permanently banned from participating in Vice because you broke the community rules. You won't be able to post or comment, but you can still view and subscribe to it. If you have a question regarding your ban, you can contact the moderator team by replying to this message. Reminder from the Reddit admin team. If you use another account to circumvent this community ban, that will be considered a violation of the Reddit rules and may result in your account being banned from the platform as a whole. Oh no, not my account being banned. Oh no, that's so bad. Hello, you've been permanently banned from participating in Am I the Asshole because your comment violates this community's rules. Reminder, I've been a bad person. I've been a bad community member in Reddit. It's okay. they can't get rid of us. What would you do in my position? So, yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, I don't know what the hell did we say we would do? Should I start? Oh, yeah. Yelling at a girl is never going to look good. So, right, even if you're right, I mean, it's better to stay silent, in my opinion. Oh, shit, my husband, server error. There we go. My husband finds it hard to show emotions and it's taking a toll. Hi, all. So I, 30-year-old female, have been married for 8 years. All is good. I'm happy and very much in love. The only problem, however, is that my husband finds it so difficult to show emotion or say anything, even remotely acknowledging feelings. He did have some abuse growing up, and so did I. I think because of what we both endured in childhood, we went completely different ways. For example, I love to show emotion and physical touch, etc., but he is completely the opposite. He won't initiate hugs, kisses, intercourse, anything. Nothing. When we're intimate, it's amazing, but it's always me initiating any form of touch or feeling or talking about anything emotional. When I ask him, he just says, I've never known that, so therefore can't give it. I tell him to take it from me now and bounce off that, but again, he says he never had it, so he doesn't look for it. I understand, but I just feel so dead sometimes, unloved and unappreciated. The worst part is I know he feels that love. He loves me and the kids, and he provides and works his ass off. Right, he's funny and such a good, fun person to have around. He just lags the emotional part, but that's what's starting to genuinely make me feel a bit down in the relationship. It's every day now. I'm trying to keep positive because I know you can't force it, but sometimes you just need it. I don't know. Any advice would help. That's crazy because that's probably me too. But married for 8 years at 30 is also a commitment, you know, you made early. So you decided at 22 years old to, right, what you're going to do for the rest of your life. You're allowed to change your mind. Yeah. I gave an inappropriate hug 10 years ago and deeply regret it. Okay, that's weird. I had this thing. While I was hugging this woman I had a crush on, I was partially motivated to do so because I also wanted to feel her boobs against her chest. I had consent to hug. She said no in a joking way, but she was totally fine, as confirmed by me asking later. It was an honest thing to do, but Reddit told me years ago this was sexual abuse. I was 19 at the time. This was 10 years ago. It's still, what the fuck? We had his friend. No, a hug is fine. What is this guy talking about? No, a hug is not sexual abuse. We had a relationship as a friend where she was okay with hugging. I even checked in. She was absolutely okay with me hugging her. She verbatim told me, stop overthinking stuff like this once. Yeah. Okay. That's obvious. Am I the asshole for refusing to make my home accessible for my brother? My brother has been in a wheelchair since he was little. Damn, he's 36 now. He is amazing. Has he been with you the whole time? He is amazing. He's a Paralympian. He competes in triathlons. He's all around independent. Whenever he comes to see me, I put him up in the hotel. It's great because my children are terrible. They run around screaming like banshees. They leave their stuff everywhere. My wife and I spend half of our free time chasing them down or cleaning up after them. And we love them completely. They are kids. That's how they are at that age. That's how they are at that age. So he gets to see them only. And I know I repeat myself sometimes because I don't like how I read something. So I try to read it better. It's not a tick or a function. I'm consciously doing that. I don't like the way I read something, and then I'm like, shit, let me reread it. So just for future reference. So nobody could say, oh, even if I did have a tick, I don't care. That's how they are at that age. So he gets to see them only, so I don't know why I'm explaining it. So he gets to see them only at the best behavior so who's this? My wife and I spend half of our free time chasing them down or cleaning up after them. We love them completely. They are kids. That's how they are at that age. So he gets to see them only at their best behavior. Oh, his brother-in-law that's paralyzed. When we have threatened, only at their best behavior, when we have threatened or bribed them into when we get together outside our home. Okay, so basically they bribe their kids to fucking be good when they go out. We get it. Our parents are still consumed with guilt because of how my brother because paralyzed. What? Because of how my brother because paralyzed? Am I? That made me paralyzed reading that. Our parents are still consumed with guilt because of how my brother becomes paralyzed. They have dedicated themselves to his comfort. Became paralyzed? Their house is completely wheelchair accessible. That's the only thing I could think of, but that's a big part of it, and you need to change that. And they have a guest room with an accessible. My brother hasn't lived at home since he transferred. How did he become? Oh, damn, I'm banned from. This is asshole. Am I the asshole? But damn, I want to ask how. I could go on to, but no, I don't want to ask that bad. They have dedicated themselves to his comfort. Their house is completely wheelchair accessible, and they have a guest room. My brother hasn't lived at home since he transferred college his junior year to get away from them. They're very good parents, just overbearing. Actually, I kind of do want to ask. One second. Oh, damn. I can't. Oh, yeah, right here. 1 second to 1 second. What was it logged in as? I guess. Oh my god, skip my identity. Oh, I'm signing up for it and you can. Oh, they're saying I got. Oh, damn, I haven't used this email. Oh, come on, man. News. That's right. Let's go. What was that? Am I the asshole? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're back here. So, are they gonna know by our IP? They're definitely gonna know by our IP. There were. I mean, we shouldn't. Should we not post here? Because they're gonna give us a Reddit ban. Yeah. Let's not do that. If we did, we should have done it from a private browser. Shit. I messed up already. Whatever. Fuck them. What are you gonna do? Ban me for life from Reddit? I can never read Reddit again. Yeah, fuck them. How did he become paralyzed? Talk to you about this thing. I mean, does nobody want to know? He said because our parents are still consumed with guilt because of how my brother becomes paralyzed. They have dedicated themselves to his comfort. How did he become paralyzed? Nobody's going to ask. That's crazy. All right, we're going back to our account, which was oh no, this is, I don't even remember what email I used. I mean, I know it's one of them for sure. I know what it is. How about we do this? We back in like Flynn. All right, we gotta mute "Am I the Asshole" now because we're banned from "Am I the Asshole," so we don't want to see it. Come on, "Am I the Asshole?" You gotta get muted. Mute. All right, and we're back. Oh, and advice gotta get muted. Am I the jerk? Am I the jerk for throwing my daughter's friend out of our house because she ruined a major school project? I, 36-year-old female, am having a huge argument with another mom in my neighborhood, and I really need to know if things, this is good, if things if I took things too far. My daughter, 15-year-old female, has a friend the same age. They hang out a lot, but this friend has a weird habit of getting jealous. If my daughter gets a good grade or a new phone, the friend gets super moody and quiet. So basically, my daughter has been working on a massive diorama for her history class for the past 3 weeks. It took a lot of hard work, money for supplies, and late nights. Yesterday, the friend came over after school to hang out. I was in the kitchen making snacks when I heard my daughter started crying really loudly. I ran into the living room. The friend was standing by the table with an empty glass in her hand. She had dumped sticky, dark cherry juice all over my daughter's diorama. It was completely destroyed and soggy. What the fuck? I have no clue what the hell a diorama is, but the fact that she spent time working on it and, well, yeah, what the fuck? The friend immediately tried to say she tripped. Oh, damn. So it wasn't like an intentional asshole-ish act, but there was absolutely nothing on the floor to trip on, and she was standing totally still. The glass was completely empty, like she poured it on purpose. My daughter was sighing, saying the friend did it because she was failing history and had not even started her own project yet. That's fucked up. I just saw red. I told the friend to grab her backpack and get out of my house right that second. I did not scream or curse, but I was very strict and did not let her argue with me. I opened the front door and stood there until she walked out. About an hour later, her mom called. She was screaming on the phone, saying I traumatized her kid over a simple, stupid mistake. She said I had no right to throw a minor out and demanded a huge apology. I refused to apologize. I actually told her she needs to pay me back for the room's art supplies. Now the mom has blocked my number and is telling other parents at the school that I'm a bully who hates kids. My husband thinks I did the right thing by defending our daughter, but I feel a little guilty. Maybe I should have called her mom to come pick her up instead of just sending her out the front door alone. I mean, yeah, obviously, if she's a minor, my daughter's friend just got jealous and purposely poured dark juice all over my daughter's school project that took weeks to make. I immediately made the friend leave my house. Now her mom is furious, refusing to pay for damages and calling me a bully. You should have definitely called the mother to pick her up, as she's a minor, but everything else, she's good. She's a minor. But even then, I could see why she didn't. But well, no, how old is she? She said minor. She said 15, man, 15, 16, no, what the fuck? No, not the jerk, definitely. I would have been meaner. I would have been meaner. But you did the right thing. I might have not done the right thing. That's crazy. That's like so spiteful, and it's insane. What do I do? Witchcraft accusations. Oh shit. My husband, male 33, and I, 30 or female, probably is a witch, have been together for 12 years, married for 2. I don't know if this is divorce level or a mental health crisis. For additional context, he filed for bankruptcy last year. He hasn't had a job in almost 2 years. He keeps waiting for his father to find him opportunities. Every opportunity collapses. Why does he find opportunities? Oh no. I gotta get something. 1 second. Oh shit. Never mind. For additional, yeah, all right. And every opportunity collapses. He does not want an ordinary job because he wants to own his own business. Meanwhile, I work full-time as a project manager at an engineering firm, 40 hours a week. I don't ask him for anything financially. He blames me all of this, as I'll explain below. Oh, what the fuck? We both come from Catholic backgrounds. His family believes in consulting vididants, spiritual psychics, who claim they can see things. I am religious and have always centered my life around God. In 2023, while we were engaged, my husband came to my family home and told my mother that I had done witchcraft on him and his mother. They genuinely believed I had sent them to the cemetery to do some spiritual act. It was traumatizing and completely false. I was devastated. I even went with him to see one of those women to prove my innocence. Somehow we moved past it and still got married. Now, 3 years later, I found out that for the past 3 weeks, he and his mother have been secretly communicating again with the same woman who is once again saying I did witchcraft on him. I found a video she sent him of what are they claiming this witchcraft did to him. I found the video she sent him of her inside his house, claiming she was connecting with my mind and saying horrible things about me that are simply not true. She might have been connecting with your mind, but I don't know why she was saying horrible things about you that not true. In the messages, he seemed hesitant to believe her because he knows I'm religious and live my life in faith. But when I confronted him, he told me that if I think that, it must be true. He also said that my future generations would be cursed and that God would punish me. I told him to leave the house. He took all his clothes and left. I am a wreck. I forwarded myself hundreds of audios of his mother speaking with certainty that I am doing witchcraft. Part of me feels like, what is their proof for your witchcraft? Part of me feels like I need to file for a divorce. Another part of me feels like he may be going through some kind of crisis. In one message, he said he was told that if he gets rid of me, his life will prosper. What the fuck is? How are you holding him down if you're doing, yo, and you're working 40 hours, yo. I must send her my number. What? She's doing all this. What? My friends and family say this is insane behavior. I don't know if this is manipulation. Hey, you're working full time, supporting. Well, Well, I do have to ask, what are their claims? Well, wait, you're working full time while he's unemployed, but you have time to do witchcraft? What is their evidence of your witchcraft? Oh yeah, we should go to Dmitriy. We did make another Reddit username called Dmitriy Questions, so that way when I ask questions, it'll be more, it would make more sense why I'm questioning them so much. What is their evidence of your witchcraft? You are witchcraft. I'm not slow. It's just today. I took valerian root last night for sleep, and I feel like I'm still sleeping. What is their evidence of your witchcraft? If you really want to know. I feel deeply violated, like they allowed someone to spiritually enter my mind and lie about me. Oh, no. Part of me feels like I need to file. All right. I feel deeply violated, like they allowed someone to spiritually enter my mind and lie about me. I know that sounds strange, but that's how it feels. I took a sacrament to marry. I'm probably butchering that word. I believe in marriage, but how can people who have known me for 12 years continue to accuse me of something like this? My friends and family say this is insane behavior. I don't know if this is manipulation, delusion, spiritual abuse, or mental health issue. I don't know what to do. Has anyone ever gone through? It's all of that. Has anyone ever gotten through something like this? He messaged me recently that because I made him leave the house, that it is now over. Good. However, he doesn't understand this is really messed up. Wait, you're working full time while he's unemployed, but you have time to do witchcraft? What is the evidence of your witchcraft? And what do you want out of it? Yeah. It sounds like you're in a fucking, it sounds like you're in an abusive situation, but I don't know. Unless she's doing something, because what if she's doing something? Let's just ask, what's their evidence? That's what we need to know. Because this bitch might be crazy as fuck. Bitch probably crazy. She's smart enough to be an engineer. Yeah, she's smart enough to do witchcraft. That's how I see it. The fuck? Right, he a simple man. He just trying to start his own business, like a lawn company or something. She over here doing witchcraft. Them engineers, they do witchcraft. Engineering, like, yo. I'm telling you. Am I the jerk for demanding my husband get my baby stroller back from his sister, or else I'm changing the locks? Yeah, but you're a jerk for that. That's not that deep. But we got to go back to new. We got notifications. Go see your comment on. I got upvotes, but did I get replies? Somebody replied in advice. I thought we were banned in advice. How did they reply to us? Right here. You can definitely no one starts a sport at 21 and becomes a pro. The vast overwhelming majority of people never make pro. They become a pro. Yo, people are such fucking haters, yo. Why would you tell somebody that? Like, if they want to do a sport, Okay, she might be the 1 fucking %. Okay, bro, people are such fucking haters. How do I respond to this asshole? Is it because I'm banned? I can't respond. How did I just responded a second? Oh, I probably got banned for this shit, huh? Yeah, that's why I can't even edit my comment. Duh. Oh, they came to the live video and they're like, "This is not Indian sports." I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. It was just my horrible attempt at marketing, but I see it does not work. I guess with AI and people just clicking on the link, they could see I'm not playing any kind of cricket over here. Sorry. Come again. Bye bye. Because if you had unlimited, no, we're not going back to that garbage. All right, back to home. I used to steal from my dad. It was hide. We read this. You love thy neighbor having an affair. Nope. Am I an asshole for not wanting to move on from my job? I work for a large corporation, so they do all the corporate whoozy watts. What the hell is a whoozy watts? Like goal setting and constantly moving people around to them as a sense. And I know this isn't, am I the asshole? I know I can't comment. I still want to read it. Since they are moving up the ladder. I recently was diagnosed with cancer, stage 1. I am going to be fine after some surgeries. And I received a diagnosis with ADHD and started the merry-go-round on different medicines until I find the one that works. It's not going great. This just landed as fucking stimulants. This, of course, lands right next on the yearly goal setting time, and I was asked to think about where I want to go next. My only goal in life right now is to wake up happy, healthy, and able to show up for my family. So for the first time ever, I put down undecided. I need the stability of knowing what I need to do every day. Damn, I just realized now because I'm reading here, I don't see OBS on the call again. I would tell the teachers, yeah, that's fighting words. I'm sorry, shit, I guess so. Oh, I can't read. I need to put the chat back over here. I need to put the chat on the screen somehow. Hold on 1 second. Because I really hate to, I feel bad ignoring chat, but I'm not ignoring it. It's just I didn't realize it. Let me get out of here. 1 second. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Quick technical corrections, not difficulties. There's no difficulties over here. There's only solutions, corrections, and yeah, that's about it. Over here. New window. All right, we're back to live. That works. Oh my God. I tried to resize a window and try to stop right in the right spot where the little arrow is. Forget it. I got it. Fuck. No, it disappeared. All right. Oh no. Does it change it for you guys? Damn, it does. All right. That's not going to work. Is gonna have to stay over here. All right, I work for. Yeah, you're not an asshole for trying to switch jobs. My one goal in life right now is. So you have no aspirations or goals? Hold on. So for the first time ever, my only goal in life right now is to wake up happy, healthy, and able to show up for my family. That's what your goal in life should be in life every day. So for the first time ever, I put down undecided. I need a stability of knowing that what I need to do every day. I was already turned down by my manager for some continuing education I want to do. So I decided I didn't put that down either. I turned it in and immediately got the email response. So you have no aspirations or goals with that many question marks. It completely sent me into a panic mode because somebody asked you a question, and now I'm thinking I messed up big time. Am I the asshole for wanting to just stay where I'm at for the next year? No, you sound like a coward is what it is. Lucky I can't comment because that's what I'll tell him. Am I the asshole for wanting to distance myself from a friend? Legal advice? No. Master your craft for free. I was promised a car and then he went back on it. Oh, too bad. 2 days ago, I went to look at a truck for sale with my ex. While I was test driving it, my ex called his friend for mechanical advice. The friend said, "Don't let her buy that. She can just have my car." That same night, we went to look at the friend's car. He told me that I could have it for free because he would never be legally allowed to sell it, as it was part of a bankruptcy claim years back. He said he could get me on the insurance as a primary driver and everything else without actually putting my name on the title. Yeah, for a piece of ass. Last night, he told me to meet him at the courthouse the next day to get the tags. 20 minutes before I was supposed to meet him this morning, he said we'd have to hold off. A couple of hours later, he said that he didn't want to do it anymore. I know that it's only been a couple of days, but I was so excited for this as someone who doesn't get good news often. I sold my car last night in anticipation of this new car. That's your dumbass fault. I hadn't been driving for it for a while, so I didn't completely screw myself over. But I wouldn't have done it without a backup. In my mind, this was a done deal. He gave me the key and everything. I think that a 30-something-year-old man should do his research before he makes promises he can't keep. Is there any way I could get this car? No, I heard something about claiming a car with the lost title if he were to participate. But I'm not sure if that's legal or correct. I'm very mad because he stopped me from getting a truck, which was already showed. Promised me his car, let me literally sell me to my other car. Let me literally sell to my other car. And then basically said, never mind. I'm about to go, you're already going full Karen. I'm ready on his ass, but I technically have no legal right. What can I do? What do I do? About all you can do is what you did. Bitch on Reddit. Bitch on Reddit. Or you can go commit a crime and try to take possession of said car. But at that point, why set your target so low? Yeah, the car doesn't sound like the greatest car in the world. All right, possession. Did we spell possession wrong? I see something was blinking. How the hell do you spell possession? 2 S's everywhere, huh? Possession. Who has the title? Right. It doesn't matter who has the title. He promised her. I should probably make that clear because people don't understand. He is not. He's not required, he's not required to follow through on a gift. What the hell? It's shitty. But nothing you can do legally. Unless there's something there, I could totally be wrong. I could always be wrong, but from what I know, there's nothing you can do. I mean, somebody says, "I'm gonna give you something," and they're like, "Oh no, never mind. I changed my mind." What the hell can you do? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Sales. What's a small change in your sale? We built a lot of failures, laziness. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see something new in sales though, really quick. Best, no, new. Yeah, I need to start reading other Reddits too, because some like "Am I the jerk" is getting boring. And help with grunt work lists. Revenue versus being nice. That's a good one. How to get past the gatekeeper. It's what your conscience is. So yeah, actually, this is great. I do need to venture into the other Reddits for different thoughts. What we make can come with specific certificates for various things. A lot of my business is involved in pharma, so you can imagine they need these certificates. So one of my customers, an integrator, is building systems for one of my pharma companies. They are in final stages. Come to find out, somehow someone lost the certs package. Now I can get my company to reprint them for free. Or I could charge. I'm leaning to a small fee, explaining that it would normally be significantly more just for my annoyance about having to deal with it and the added bonus of free revenue. They are aware there may be a charge. I figure presenting it as it's normally X, but since I was able to get it reduced, will not only make me look like a champion for them, but throw some unexpected money towards my goal, which is still pending for the year. What the fuck? What would you do? I charge their ass full price. Inflation, hell. They'll thank you. They'll value it more. They'll value it more than if it's a discounted deal, discounted product. And that's true. People do, like, when they pay something, when they pay full price for something, a lot of times they'll feel like it has more value than if they get it on sale. It could be the exact same thing, literally, but one is on sale, one is not. The person that pays full price will actually feel like they got more value out of the product that's full price. It's wild. And I probably would feel that way too, because they say psychologically everybody does, but it's crazy how that works. I mean, you would think not, but thoughts on payroll. Sales does not drive production. When a few new salespeople get hired at a small service-based organization that already has some underperforming salespeople, and then you realize the production already can't keep up with them. What? I can't communicate with fucking imbeciles. Sorry. Let's get out of here. That was a bad idea to go into sales. What the hell was I thinking? Home, popular. Let's go to popular. What's popular right now? What is it? Gmail fixed for ADHD. First of all, I want to say thank you. I'm his Pete. Get the hell out of here. Interesting. A black vulture flies alongside a paraglider and perches on him during a flight. That sounds amazing. Is that AI? This can't be. No. Oh, shit. I hate that now with the AI being so good, you can't. That looks fake. That's not real. That's not real. But it looks damn good. It looks damn good. That's not real. Let's see what people say. I'm not crazy, right? There's got to be AI. This guy's as good as that. May as well start eating him. Hold on. Judging from the vulture's foot and their familiarity, these two know each other. Hey, Bob, what are you doing up there? Are they being serious? It's his pet every single fucking time this is posted. They always purposely neglect that detail. Oh, I guess this is real. But why does it look like fucking AI? Why is it like, look, when he touched it, look, doesn't it look like he's like, it's like a green screen almost? Look, it doesn't look like he's touching anything. Or maybe the hand was added. I bet you the hand was added like later. Yo, that does not look real. Look how his maybe just the camera or the post effects. I don't know what the hell it is. On the call again. Let me know when you're off a call. I'm reading the chat now. I'm with it. Oh shit. I just yeah, there we go. Okay. Back to popular. Let's see what else is popular. And you. Popular and you. Thriller books. Coursera. All right. Ask Serbia. What the hell? Vibe coding. I vibe coded an app to act. Which wallpapers have this beautiful song? We don't know. Reddit Ukraine. Can't read that. What is this? What's popular? Like a bunch of fucking nonsense? Ask Reddit. Let's go to Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit should be fun. You. Ask Reddit. Dmitriy questions. Oh, that's great. We're going to join this community. Yes. Community rules. No posting links. Got it. We will not post links. What is the greatest, most tragic romantic heartbreak you have ever experienced? Let's not. I don't want to talk about that. I don't know. Why avoiding listening to people's complaints instead of giving solutions? Why avoiding listening to people's complaints instead? Hold on. Why avoiding listening to people's complaints instead of giving solutions? I don't understand the question. What is the question? What is the question? Why avoid listening to, who avoids listening to complaints instead of giving solutions? I don't get that. Giving solutions is good, complaining is bad. Maybe we should clarify. Giving solutions is good, complaining is bad. Any more questions? Any more questions? All right, back to Ask Reddit. For those who are married, did love come before the wedding or did it go after? Can't answer that, can't tell you. What's a harmless obsession you secretly love? What's a harmless? Mine is dark romance novels. Not me, but one of my exes was obsessed, and this is true. Oh, I guess obsessed is not like possession. It doesn't have two S's, huh? Everywhere. It's one S in the front and two in the back. Obsessed with throw up. Like looking at it and seeing what's in it. I know. I will never say the name, but yeah. Sometime in the past. It is 100% truth. Seeing people naked, not even in a sexual context. What's a harmless obsession? Okay. Organizing my Spotify playlist by weirdly specific moods like 3 a.m. existential crisis, but make it danceable, or waiting for the bus on a rainy Tuesday. Huh. I've got about 40. You got a lot of time on your hands. You've got a lot of time on your hands. Time. Oh, I should tell him time on your hands. But while you're checking out music, a good friend of mine, Connie Goncalves, just released a few singles. I hope that doesn't get me in trouble, right? I'm not posting any links. Just released a few singles wherever you get music. Where you get music, you should check it out. And not even for this person, but anybody else that reads it, you know, we'll get some track. You should check it out. Boom. There you go, Connie. If you're watching, if you're not, hopefully you get some views, listens. Next, what is the female opinion of a male who wears pantyhose? What the fuck? I can't give a female opinion, but what's the best low-calorie snack? What are the... I hope that's... Making a suggestion can't be, right, bannable. I just said a name. I didn't post a link or anything like that. And also, what time is going live? Do you know? All right. What's something completely normal that you realize is actually horrifying when you think about it deeply? Well, apart from relationship depression, what's something you wish you learned earlier in life? Not to worry about what people think unless you care about how do I say this? Not to worry about what people think or what random people, not worry about what anybody thinks except people you love. Anybody thinks, not to worry about what anybody thinks aside from people you love. No, that's fuck what everybody thinks. Don't worry about, and I got another one. Don't worry about what people think of you, and just Start whatever you want to start. Start whatever you're thinking about. If you're not ready, just start it. You're thinking about. Even if you're not ready, it's better. It's better to start then. Start. Anyway. Boom. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you learn along the way. Just keep going. Fail forward. Was the moment you realized your roommate was completely unhinged? I didn't ever have a completely unhinged roommate. I won't go there. I've never had a completely unhinged roommate. I've been the unhinged roommate probably, if anything. But not really. That's just a joke too. Definitely a joke. What are your comfort movies and how often do you watch them? What would you do if someone at work was eating your lunch, even if you didn't know the person? I'd be there. No, but I would talk to them first. All right. What would you do if someone at work was eating your lunch, even if you didn't know the person? Or if you did, what would you do? Either way, I would have a conversation with them and then see what the hell is going on. Either way, I would definitely make it known it's not okay to be eating my shit. It's not okay to be eating my lunch. And ask them what their malfunction is. Ask them what their malfunction is and why they're eating your shit. Why they're your food. We gotta stop using stuff, shit. You gotta be more descriptive. Your food. Why they are eating your food. Did we say shit? Are they eating my lunch? And ask them what their malfunction is. Yeah, and why they're eating your food. Correct. What the hell is going on? How would your life change if you found out planet Earth is a farm and specializing in human meat? Not one iota. I'd be really confused because nobody's coming to pick it up. It would make absolutely no difference. Let's go. I hope everybody's having a great day on this Tuesday. It's a beautiful day with kind of a muggy sky, but it's still beautiful. It feels great outside. It's like 60 degrees here in sunny, non-sunny North Carolina. I'll be really confused because nobody's going to pick it up. Oh yeah, we're out of here. The human market. What's something people pretend is normal, but is actually weird when you really think about it? That's a good one. I don't know. Spending most of our lives working just to afford living. Yeah, that's if you have to be doing that. Oh no. Give me 1 second. No. 1 second. My parents freaked out. Here, I'll show you what happened. He sent me a text. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Look what came in the mail. Can you see that? Yeah. For me. So he was freaking out. He was like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's all good. That was requested and needed. Thank you, FBI. Much appreciated. You're great to work with, except the fact that I called at 4:20 on a Thursday or Friday, and the recording said, "We're open from 8 to 5. Leave a message, click," and that was 4:20. And you guys still have my birth city or birth country wrong, and you have me born in Romania in a couple of different files. But in other files, you have me in Ukraine correctly. I'm not going to keep bothering you about it, but if you want to, bother enough to watch this and see this, and maybe me saying FBI, FBI, FBI triggered this, FBI, FBI, you guys can fix my birthplace to Ukraine as it should be. Thank you. Back to Ask Reddit. People that are into armpits, who the hell is into armpits? What about them excites you? The hell? Who the hell is into armpits? The scent and subtle way light and shadows play in the curvature, especially the last part. Its way backs are so sexy. Interesting. I never considered that. The scent and feel can be a turn on for some. I mean, every part of the body excites me, especially parts that other person thinks you shouldn't like. I don't care if it's the armpits that she thinks are gross, the palms of her feet. Oh, and he's one of these people that worships everything, that thinks they're gross, or the thighs she thinks are just a little too jiggly. It's not. I absolutely love to love on those parts. For the armpit specifically, I mean, armpit is just a part that you aren't supposed to be attracted to. I love to look them straight out of the shower as if to say, even this part of you excites me. Deodorant does taste like absolute hell, though. Said that he's tasted it before. He's probably ate a fucking stick or two of deodorant in his lifetime. So definitely a fresh out the shower preference. Right. And so he has a preference because he's like, no, I don't like it with the deodorant. I've had it like that plenty of times. I prefer without the deodorant. That's how it's better. Deodorant is just condoms for armpits. Oh no, this person relates. They've both been eating deodorant. Hairy or not, doesn't matter. The deodorant. It's at least I hope they're not eating it with aluminum deodorant, because then they're really getting fucking double fucked. Hey, cricket lovers, what do you think? Who cares about cricket? What's the dumb thing that happened years ago that you're still annoyed, pissed off about? Cricket. What's the best thing you ever done for your mental health? Start streaming. Straight up. Moved out from my parents' place. Well, I mean, my parents never really held me down mentally. I mean, yeah, you feel more, obviously, better not living with your parents, but like even when they momentarily had to, it was never a problem. Moved to the mountains. Yo, going to the mountains. I used to go to the mountains every weekend. About 3 years ago, I would go to either mountains or beach every single weekend. I would rent a car for a good year straight. Every single weekend. On Thursday, I would rent the car, and by Friday evening, I would be out, and I would drive either to the mountains or to the beach. And I still got pictures from both areas. And I would stay out in the mountains that were right on the beach sometimes. And it was great. A year. Actually, that's another true answer aside from the streaming stuff. That was big. A year worth of weekly trips to the mountains or beach, and just being out there alone. A year worth of weekly trips to the mountains or beach, and being out there alone, which is true. I mean, and streaming. I mean, but I don't want to. That sounds too like I'm pushing it again. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I mean, sometimes don't try to be an asshole. What's the best kept secret on the internet? Yeah, they're gonna tell you right here on the fucking internet. What's the best kept secret on the internet? The best kept secret on the internet is the one you don't know. Secret and the best kept secret. Obviously, it's the one you don't know. I mean, that I don't even know what would qualify a secret to be the best. What language sounds beautiful to you? This is, I don't want to be a dead horse, but a person's native language is going to sound most beautiful to them usually. But people are just going to say anything. I mean, it's fucking whatever. If you could, would you date men? Why? No, because I'm not a fucking faggot. No, I could, but I don't want to. Right, I could, but why would I? Yeah, right. I just realized that guy, Sad Math, yo. I will give it to Sad Math. He's smart. I didn't even think about it, because he put it in my mind that he's like, oh, if you could. Not that I ever would, but technically I could. Not that I ever would, but technically I could, right? Why? I could, but why would I? I already can. I mean, anyone could date men. Yeah, see, okay, somebody beat me to it. I choose not to because I am not into men. Yeah, exactly. Anyone can date me, but most of half the population is not like girls to do so. Yeah, okay. The obvious is the obvious. We don't even care to fucking state the obvious. If everybody studied the obvious, get the fuck out of here. What's the last thing you do before going to bed? Be honest. Have my phone, stare at it, and have it on. Like I shouldn't tell myself I sleep early. Stupid ass phone. Stupid ass phone. Yep, that's what it is. When will we return to focusing on analog life? When we're forced to. Only by force, no other way. I mean, only other way is if you've never been exposed to it and nowhere near it. Like, there's no signal Wi-Fi for miles. Never. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, like if there was like a big ass EMP or like a CME that they constantly have, that could take us out. Not out, but could take the power grid down. What is the State of the Union going to be about? Who gives a shit? I've never watched it or don't watch it because I don't want to be depressed. How can you find out you are re-depressed or not? Re-depressed? What the hell is a re-depressed? What time? Oh. Hey, creative, RPM, paging. Did you text me back, actually? No, I didn't text you. No, why would it be kick? Why would it be kick? Why would it be kick? That makes no sense. What's a problem in your life that you have no way to fix? What's a problem in your life that you have no way to fix? I don't have a problem. It's nothing. I can fix it. Some issues don't come back once they're broken. No matter how much you grow, you can't undo certain damage. Damn, that's deep. But I feel like what somebody considers whatever chronic illness. Oh no, that's fucked up. You could overcome it. You can overcome it. You can overcome it. Actually, you really can. You overcome it. You have to believe it, though. You have to actually and really believe you can. Actually, really believe you can, and you really can. Anything can be cured. Your body can cure anything if there's been studies. What's it called? Placebo. There's a book called Placebo. It's something about a placebo, but basically, if you believe that your body is going to heal itself, your body will create the necessary nutrients and cells or whatever, basically, to actually heal whatever you need to heal. If you believe that you're. And the same goes the other way. If you believe you're sick and something is wrong, your body will make itself sick. You could bring yourself down just saying. Shit, am I live on Kick too? Oh, dang. I see what you're saying. I went live everywhere, didn't I? Oh, no. Damn. Oops, I think I went live on like 4 different places. But oh well. Technical difficulties. Let's read one. Am I the jerk? All right, let's see. Actually, we got notifications. Reply to your comment. Ask. Somebody said, what? Oh, about obsessed with throw up, like looking. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Harmless obsession. First upvote on. I charge their ass full price. Inflation. They'll value more than if it's a discounted product. That's right. You get your full sale and full commission. Go see your comment and confession. I gave an inappropriate hug 10 years ago. Not a hug. Yeah, okay, that's obvious. Old man's jiu-jitsu is bullshit. 47. I'll bite. 47-year-old black belt here, and I want to share a major pet peeve of mine about the concept of old man jiu-jitsu, aka ageless jiu-jitsu. It seems like these types of systems all fall under the same general theme. Older grapplers over 40, over 30 aren't athletic enough to do real jiu-jitsu like everybody else, so they should start playing a simplified game, usually half guard and or defensive reversals. I personally find this premise to be flawed and self-defeating. The truth is that you can play any guard you want at any age you want. You can wrestle if you want, you can invert if you want, you can X-pass and outside pass. There is no old man restriction. If you're not as athletic as you want to be, then there's a simple solution. Train your athleticism. Look at the parts of your body when you're weak and inflexible and start training to be stronger and more mobile. These old man programs seem to tell you to just give up and be an unathletic half-guard player for life. Maybe that's the case if you're truly suffering a degenerative ailment like John Danaher, but if you're just some dude in his 40s, you don't need to limit yourself. That's true. I'm 47 and employed. I'm not inverting. This needs to be a shirt. Everyone's very happy that you are 47, still feeling like you're in your 20s. This is not the case for nearly anyone else, especially those of us who wanting to do nothing with getting on gear, TRT, or any other stupid shit that is pushed on the sport. Right, that's true too. I can't explode up like I used to. Right. When you get older, I mean, you definitely don't have the same athleticism as you do when you're younger. When I started, I was fucking just a hard-headed fucking bull. Didn't know what I was doing, but just because I was so hard-headed and just naturally strong, I guess it kept coming. Because I was sparring with like people that are like damn near, well, amateurs and pros. And I was getting hit hard. I mean, I was hitting them hard too, but what I didn't realize, I wasn't supposed to be hitting them as hard as I can. I thought like, for like the first 6 months of sparring, when I first like started sparring and doing Muay Thai and stuff, I thought you were supposed to just hit as hard as you can, you're just trying to, you just go as hard as you can. I really didn't understand the concept of you're not trying to, throw everything you can to every shot. And then, it is what it is. And then I learned. But I wasn't trying to be an asshole. Like, I remember I knocked the kid out with an ugly ass head kick. But he was like, that kid kind of deserved it because he was being an asshole. And it got caught on like the gym camera and everything. And it wasn't like pretty and stuff, but still, I get that. That's a different example actually, because I didn't get it. But yeah, other times like I would be, sparring with people, I guess, bigger than me and still trying to hit them hard, and that didn't go good because then when they hit me back hard, they hit really hard, and I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, but and I didn't realize why they were hitting me so hard. Is my point. Until like 6 months into it, I'm like, I'm like, why the fuck is everybody so fucking hostile and so difficult? They're like, yo, because you're being fucking, like you're going. I'm like, oh, so they go as hard as I go. That makes sense. Yeah, probably got a couple of concussions learning that lesson. Should I consider, after what she said, last one right here. I'm a 20-year-old male and she's a 19-year-old female. We have been friends since last semester and usually just hang out after class. Yesterday, we were sitting in the study lounge of our dorm, just scrolling on our phones and talking. She was venting about some guy she's been seeing and how dating has been frustrating for her. At some point, the conversation shifted and I also admitted that I've been feeling lonely lately. Lonely lately. See, I didn't like how I read. Never mind. I said something like, honestly, sometimes I wish I had a girlfriend. It gets kind of lonely. I wasn't making a big emotional speech, just being real for a second. She's like, getting a girlfriend? That would be way more surprising than snow on the 4th of July. You're cringy and you look like you got the worst genes from your parents. That's fucked up. Who said that to who? She's like, honestly, just sometimes at some point the conversation shifted and I was admitted that I've been feeling lonely lately. And I said something like, oh, you said something like this. Okay. I wish I had a girlfriend. It gets kind of lonely. I wasn't making it a big emotional speech, just being real for a second. She's like, you getting a girlfriend? That would be more surprising than snow on the 4th of July. You're cringy and you look like you got the worst genes from your parents. Oh, that's fucked up. That's what your friend said? She's a cunt. It caught me completely off guard. I'm sorry. I just kind of froze. I told her that it was actually really hurtful and that I was being vulnerable for once, and she turned it into a roast. She laughed and said, I'm too sensitive and that it was just banter. Should I drop it, talk to her about it again, or maintain some distance? Well, how do you look, bud? It doesn't matter how he looks. It's not. What she said was fucked up. What she said was fucked up. But also, do you keep up with? No, she's talking about like his fucking like jeans. Fucked up. Unless that's your guy's. That's your guy's style of humor. I guess I don't know. She said, "You're cringy and you look like you got the worst genes from your parents." I don't know how. You getting a girlfriend? That'd be more surprising than snow on the 4th of July. You're cringy and you look like you got the worst genes from your parents. It's fucking a cunt thing to say. She was fucked up. Well, she said what she was, not what she was. What she said was fucked up. Unless that's your guy's style of humor. Guys, is that apostrophe go here? Because it's possessive and multiple. Oh, plural. That's how we're going to interpret it. It's in relationship with my friend after what she said to me, or am I too sensitive? Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't be her friend. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to. Yeah, she's not a friend. With a friend like her, definitely drop her. Well, not definitely. She doesn't sound like. Friends are supposed to uplift you, and friends are supposed to uplift and support you. For what it counts, I think your genes are great. Your parents' genes are great. And you really lucked out. You really lucked out with the two you got. With the two you got. Boom. Make his day. For, counteract her being a fucking bitch to him. Friends are supposed to uplift you and support you. For what it counts, I think your parents' genes are great. And you really lucked with the two you got. Look, I make fun of people writing like retards and then do it. Lucked out with the two you got. And you really lucked out with the two you got. It's correct this time. Let's go to what should I do? I'm not banned from there. I'm not banned from a lot of subreddits. It's just those two other ones. They're assholes. They don't let me uh, market myself. Girlfriend, possibly now ex, keeps telling me she wants to be with someone else. Oh yeah, I gotta put it in my bio. That's what I keep forgetting. Or somewhere. Possibly now ex keeps telling me she wants to be with someone else. What should I do? Kick her to the fucking streets. She's for the streets, kid. I know this isn't normal behavior. I'm a bit shaken up and need advice to possibly stay away from her. What do I do? Stay away. Help me understand then. Me and him literally have unfinished business. You're lying to me. Same way you lied about the date. I'm not lying. I gave you a fucking chance. You need to keep trying. Where is your commitment? No, I'm just going to ignore you now. Love is commitment. You really not getting it. Okay, so you want him for real? I don't believe you desire Desiree. Dude, we want each other. He kept talking shit about my ex and about my trip. I want you. This guy is a fucking clown. You still on there for... Huh? I need advice to possibly stay away from her. Yes, stay away from her. Stay away from her. Otherwise, you're fucking stalking her. She doesn't want you to stay away from her. Away from her. Otherwise, it sounds like you might be stalking. Otherwise, it sounds like that might be stalking. Be stalking, and you don't want to be stalking nobody. It's better to have stalkers than to stalk people. I know this is normal behavior. I'm a bit shaken up and need advice to possibly stay away from her. What do I do? You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You need to ask toxic mother for elementary school report cards for ADHD assessment. Oh, like that person yesterday. Damn, it's 3:30. I'm about to go. Let me see something though, really quick. Check on Rumble. Let's see if live. Oh, it's 6:30. Okay, never mind. We good. Actually, since we're on for a second, no, we'll call it a wrap. I was gonna go on YouTube and see. Fuck it. Let's go to YouTube. See what we see for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be just Reddit. It can be commentary on shit I watch. Maybe on day 15 I change it to YouTube with Dmitriy. Who the hell knows? Nobody knows. But I know I'll be here for 100 days, so I don't get fined. Mom finds her 14-year-old son is a killer. Holy shit. This might be more interesting than Reddit. This is more interesting than Reddit. What am I thinking? Duh. This is what I need to be doing. Oh my god. I'm setting up. This is what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be YouTube with Dmitry going forward. Seriously. I'm tired of reading. But I'll give myself credit for reading for 13 days. Yeah, yeah, definitely going to YouTube with Dmitry. And eventually get this settled, centered.
This is like a big deal. This isn't like, oh, you stole a car and didn't go to school. Like someone lost their life, dude.
Behind somebody's dumb shit that you was in the car with.
It was late, just past 10:45 p.m. The streets of Denver were quiet, but not empty. A Honda sat at a red light on Colfax, right where it meets Interstate 25. Then a Range Rover rolled up behind it, and just as it was coming to a stop, it rear-ended the Honda. A minor tap, barely a crash. Then a dark-hooded figure stepped out of the Honda, gun in hand. No hesitation. He fired 15, maybe 20 shots, straight into the Range Rover. Then, as if making sure the job was done,
and I'm going on 2 times speed.
Out the window and fired 2 more shots at the Range Rover before speeding off into the night. Jaden was on her way home that night, just another routine drive through Denver. She didn't think much of the red light at Colfax until the gunfire started.
I first didn't
Pop,
understand
pop,
what was happening until the cars in the 2 lanes next to me started going.
Sharp pops cut through the air, one after
Sorry.
another. Cars in the lanes next to her started rolling forward. That's when she knew something was happening.
And then I realized I said, oh, something's happening, and I ducked down, and several more happened.
More shots rang out. When she finally lifted her head, he caught a glimpse of the scene.
And I pulled next to the car, barely got a glance.
Yeah, okay, what happened afterwards? We want to see some interrogation.
Tried to explain why he fled, saying,
You remember that? Okay. If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know. Okay?
Oh, we said we don't have no license. We're not gonna pull up.
The little girl say he was hot.
Nah, we say niggas go.
Okay.
You know how nowadays this young generation desperation, you want to run from the police or do anything from the police. Now, you feel me?
So you listen to him. So you listen to him. Right?
That's how it was.
Type shit.
Michonne blamed Remy Cordova for everything. Remy panicked, yelling at him to go.
Look at these kids, bro. Kids. These are kids, bro.
He hit the gas. The
That's
detective
wild.
to estimate how long the chase lasted.
From the point you saw the police to the point that it gets slippery and you end up crashing, how much time passed?
Little kid driving.
How much would you say? A minute? 5 minutes? 30 seconds?
I said, man,
Okay. And then when you crash, what do you do?
I wonder how long it actually was.
Okay. Did
you go
anybody
to
tell
the
you?
shed.
Huh?
You go to the shed. Okay, went to the shed. I was in.
Again, the detective presses him. Who ran with him?
I wonder how long he was actually in the car chase.
Anybody go with you to the shed?
Probably longer than a minute.
How certain? By myself. Okay, you're in there by yourself.
Yeah, I was in there by myself the whole, like, 2 or 3 hours.
Damn.
But the detective
Took a nap and all.
Then the detective goes in on a very key moment. That
That's
1 minute
funny.
window when everything happened fast. The police lights, the chase, the crash, the escape.
In that 1 minute when you see the police,
Yo, the fact that he had fucking enough, like, he could be, it's wild to me that he could be relaxed enough to fucking go to sleep. That you can be relaxed enough. You're fucking running from the police. You're hiding in the fucking shed, and you can be relaxed. Yo, that's a fucking case for mental insanity. That's a fucking case for mental insanity. That you can go to sleep and take a nap. This motherfucker took a nap, yo. Like, oh, I just need some rest, you know? I rested all night, but I just need a little light nap. A little 2 hours.
go to the shed, you say by yourself, right?
Look.
Anybody give you anything before you got out of the car? Anybody ask you to hold anything?
No, I just wanted to take a nap. I was tired.
In the shed. He's been denying that anyone gave him anything. But now, the detective drops a bombshell.
You know why I'm asking all these questions? Because the shed you were found in, those shell casings match at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? And you said nobody's in the shed with you. Okay, you're in there by yourself.
How the fuck did the shell casings get in there?
Casing that's in the shed where you're at.
Did he carry them with him?
The same caliber at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? If nobody handed you anything?
Nobody handed me nothing.
Okay, so how did that?
Because I had them. I shot with that.
Oh, you could
It's my gun.
I don't know.
No, but he had the shell casings? That's weird.
This is his chance
Or the
to be
gun.
honest. Either he was at the murder scene, or someone handed him something that tied him to it. But the story he's been telling doesn't add up.
your chance to be honest, okay? And I'm not saying you're not, so please don't be offended by that. Okay, but I don't know is not going to cut it. As I told you before when we first started, it's a homicide investigation. I told you you're not free to leave, okay? You remember that? Okay.
So he is being detained.
If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know, okay? And not just for myself, but for yourself. You got a kid, right? You want to see those kids?
Damn, 2 kids. Look, what the fuck? How old is he?
Or you want them to come and visit you during yard time?
Jeez, how old is he?
I'm not upset with you, but I'm telling you.
You know why he's saying, I'm not threatening you, I'm not upset with you? Because as of right now, he doesn't know yet that he's a suspect or that he's guilty. So they also don't want to like try to force somebody into like a false confession if they're a good detective and they know what they're doing. So that's why he's saying that. Like, so he's obviously a decent detective because he doesn't know for sure that this guy's. Some detectives, they don't care if they know or not that you're guilty. They'll act like they know you're guilty. This guy is actually trying to get to the truth. He's not just trying to get a fucking conviction. And there's a big difference. You can say, like, that's one thing in interrogations that nobody talks about, but you can see when the interrogator is just trying to get a conviction or if he's trying to get to the truth. Most people don't see the difference in interrogations, but there is a big difference in, you could tell on what the investigator is trying to do, or the interrogator, or whatever you want to call him, the detective.
You're digging yourself a hole here. So if you have something, you know something, Nishant, now's the time to tell me. Okay, you tell me you were by yourself when you ran. Nobody else was in that shed. I asked you several times that question. You're adamant nobody was. Okay. So it's one of two things. Either you were there at that murder scene, or somebody gave you something to hold on to. So now's your chance to.
And that's what he really believes right now.
You got one foot in this hole right now, Nishant. Okay.
Nishant stares at the detective blankly. The weight of the moment is settling in. The detective isn't backing off. And now, Nishant has to decide, stick to his story or start talking.
What would you like to do? You want to tell me who gave you something, or if you were there, come clean and tell me.
He ain't give me that, and I wasn't there.
Okay.
Light boy just hopped out with me.
Okay.
Nishant hesitates, then suddenly remembers something. Or at least, that's how he presents it. There was someone else in the shed. The white boy.
What the fuck? Now there's 2 of y'all taking a nap? Were y'all buggering each other? What the fuck were y'all doing in the shed together? Where he decided to take a nap too? He was tired? And just happened to take a nap in the same fucking shed? Fucking spooning each other like 2 homos?
You feel me? He left the shed.
I'm sorry, you did what?
He went in the shed with me. You feel
Oh,
me?
now there's somebody in the shed with you.
But then after that, left. You feel me?
Oh, no.
And it was like, "Look, you're pissed. Really about to come in here?" And he left.
He's like, man, I'm trying to take a nap, bro. Stop waking me up.
Going nowhere.
Okay,
on
came in,
everything.
he dropped all the shells, and then after that, it's like, oh, the police, bro, and freaked out and left.
The detective doesn't react, but he knows what's happening. This is what people do when they start feeling cornered. The story that was solid a few minutes ago begins to crack. Little details changing, rearranging. Nishan had been alone. Now, suddenly, he wasn't.
He ain't tell me nothing on everything. He was when we got in there. I was like hearing pennies. Like I thought it was pennies at first because I didn't know what it was in his hand. And I was like, bro, stop. I was like, bro, stop before the police come in or something right here. He was like, all right, bro. And I didn't realize it was shells on there until police flashed the light. You feel me? But I thought it was something else, like he was playing with pennies or something. But I was like, bro, stop. Like, bro, stop playing with that, bro. I was like, bro, my fault, bro. And then after that, when the police came, they were shells. So, and again,
That's
he
crazy.
dropped the shells and knew the police was gonna come in and just leave. Because he didn't tell me he was leaving because I swear to God, I took a nap.
Took a nap.
Like a dog. I woke up and I stood up.
I believe him. He took a nap.
What really tripped me out, the dog just smelled me. He just left.
White boy was inside in the shed with him. He brought something with him. White boy was messing around, playing with pennies. But now, thinking back, he realizes it wasn't pennies. It was shell casings. The detectives let the silence hang for a moment, watching Nishan piece it together in real time.
Funny shit.
First, he was alone. Now, White boy was there. First, nobody gave him anything. Now, White boy might have dropped something. First, he just sat in the shed. Now, he took a nap and woke up to police.
Nah, he said he'd been taking a nap. He said he took a nap from the
Nishan was
beginning.
unraveling.
He's been saying he took a nap.
The story is changing too fast. He kept pushing, kept peeling back these layers. Nishan is bound to slip up again. And when he does, the truth, whatever it is, will come spilling out. Nishan's story takes another turn. At first, there were no weapons. Now suddenly, he remembers hearing about one.
Did you ever see any guns? Did they ever talk about heaters they had?
Nah, they had a gun in the back seat.
Tell me about that.
But I don't know what type of gun it was.
That's okay.
You already told. Now you're stuck. Now you gotta tell him all about it.
He was like, oh, we got a gun in the back seat. I was like,
Hold on. Who said that?
the white dude in the back. He was like, you know, I got a gun in the back seat. And I was like, that's cool for you. And I kept driving. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was just, you know,
Feel me? I feel you.
gun in the back seat.
Feel you.
Gun in the back.
And that was before that's when I
There's a gun in the back seat. Is that heater?
Is this when the 50 pulls up? Or
5-0. Yeah, he trying to be relatable and shit. Talking about, is that when the 5-0 pulls up?
walked in.
The detective lets him talk, lets him spin the story out. But the contradictions.
Oh shit! I should turn myself
First,
around.
He was alone. Then White boy was there. First, no weapons. Now there was at least one.
First,
And the
no
way
weapons.
Nishan describes it, like he was just some guy along for the ride, not paying attention, doesn't sit right.
The bro was on the phone.
with who?
I don't even know.
Okay, what was he saying?
He was saying after he had dropped me off, he was gonna go over there.
After hours of questioning, the detective knew they aren't getting much more from Nishan. He's not cracking, but he's not exactly holding steady either. His story keeps bending, shifting, reshaping itself under pressure. If they want answers, they'll have to look elsewhere. So they move on. The next person in line, the so-called white guy. If Nishan
The
was
white
telling
boy.
the truth, at
White
least
boy.
this time, then this
Is
time
it
it's
white
time
boy?
for more pieces of the
It's
puzzle.
white boy's fault.
His version of events might clear things up. Now, since he's a minor,
It
his
might be,
parents
actually,
were
but who
present
knows?
At the time of the interview.
Let's see.
Remember, Remy and Nishan both denied any involvement in the shooting, but when asked about the night in question, the team comes clean.
Just kind of run me through when I mentioned this this location.
Why are they talking? Oh, there's a mother.
That Colfax and I-25.
I'm guessing that's why they're blurring his face too, because he's a minor.
Can you take me through that?
And that's why she's here.
Who you were with? What was going on?
Those were my friends.
Okay.
He was driving. Right down on 25.
That's him being super quiet.
Stopped, and then the car hit us in the back, smacked us. And my friend in the front, he asked the person in the driver's seat if he could shoot at him. And he got down and started shooting him.
Okay.
The detective pushes for details, repeating what he heard to make sure he's getting it right.
I didn't hear you quite. So, if I have this wrong correctly, you said you were stopped at a light.
We were stopped at a light and someone came from behind us and smacked us with their car.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then that's when my friend
I decided to shoot them.
asked the person in the driver if he can shoot him. And then
What?
the person in the driver said yes, and then he hopped out and shot him. And then he
Because they fucking fender bendered you, you
Heroes and
asshole.
who was involved.
How many people?
People are crazy. It's not-
So there was how many total, including yourself?
two.
Three. Okay. Where were you seated?
She's like, you can't count. You fucking imbecile. If there was two with you, including you, it's 3.
Do you know what he looks like? Yes or no?
Yes.
If you saw a photo of him, you think you could ID him?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me if he was black, white, Hispanic? Okay. Not how old.
There was a white boy and a black boy. It was 2 of them.
Anything identifying about him? Scars, marks, tattoos, facial hair, piercings?
Right here.
Okay, what was that?
He
They snitching on each other like motherfuckers.
The detective
The other dude talking about white boy did this, white boy did this one. He's like, yeah, I could identify him. He had tattoos. I know exactly what he looked like. He's a black dude.
Back into you.
Yes.
Your friend Remy asked the driver if he could shoot this person.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. He just asked him and he said yes.
Okay.
And when he started letting off, I told him to get back in the car.
Tell me more about when Remy gets out of the
Idiots.
car.
He pulls the chop out.
When asked about
The
the
chop
weapon,
out.
he casually called it a chop. The detective made him clarify.
So you say the chop. I know what that is. Aaron, your mom may know what that is.
AK-47?
This later on may not know what that is. What is a chop?
AR-15.
Oh, AR-15. Yeah.
What color was that? Black.
He claimed he never got out of the car.
At any time
Playing too much Call of Duty, yo.
Told him to get back in the car.
Okay. And what does he do? Tell me more
He
about
just
that.
kept shooting and then he finally got back in.
Okay.
After I started yelling at him.
Okay. How many times did he shoot?
He let off like 7 rounds.
Okay.
That's crazy,
Confirming
yo.
the exact number of shots fired is an odd detail to remember. The detective leaned in.
Welcome to
After this, I'm done. But that's crazy, yo.
for over 45 years.
Hey, wait. I need
Somebody fender bending you, pull out
PDF again.
a fucking rifle and just unloading them.
Did anybody pick up anything?
How does anybody think that's like
Did anybody pick up
okay?
anything? Did anything fall? Phone, bullets, anything from the car fall out of the car that anybody picked up?
The casings. How the fuck did the casings get in the
Car
shed?
them from behind.
Do you remember what kind of car smacked into the back of you guys?
It was like this white car.
White car?
Yeah, it was a white
Oh, they got away, and the only reason they got caught was because the
Do you remember
shell casings were in the shed. Is that how they got tied to it?
why it is Don't know?
All I know is he just hopped out and started shooting. I told him to get back in.
The detective let the silence sit for a moment. Then he went back to one key detail. The moment the car smacked into them,
The car smacked you guys from behind. What were you doing?
I was listening to music
Okay. On what?
on my phone.
the car hit them hard enough that his head bounced off something.
How hard do you think the car smacked you from behind? Tell me more about that.
Smacked off like this. And
Okay.
So like this.
when Remy started getting mad, and that's when he asked him if he could shoot him. And he hopped down and started shooting at him. And that's when I was like, get in the car, nigga, what are you doing?
Okay.
Was there any argument? Any words exchanged?
That's
before the
crazy.
shooting?
Was there any verbal exchange between the person that hit you guys from behind?
No, we the fucking smoked them.
No argument. No threats. Just immediate gunfire. Didn't make sense. Then he moved on to the car itself.
Can you imagine you bump into somebody and then they just.
I was like,
Wow.
When was the first time?
That's why I keep my shit close.
Whose car is it?
If I see somebody come,
I don't even
fucking
know.
put down.
So the car smacks you guys. What do you do after Remy gets back in the car?
I told him to get in the car, and then the person in the driver skirted off down Colfax.
The detective didn't rush him. He let the team talk. Let the details spill out naturally. They left the scene, heading down Colfax.
Where do you guys go down Colfax? To where?
No, I don't know exactly where we went to his empty house, but we went down Colfax.
How far?
Like we just went straight down, and I just fell asleep. I don't really remember.
If they found his prints, it would only be because he had
Bro, the cops are chasing us. They're behind us, bro. They're behind us. And then I had woken up and I was sleeping in the back. And I was like, what? And I looked behind us and the cop is right behind us, following us. And then the driver starts going fast. And then the cop turns the lights on. And then we go down this one street and we hit a big pothole. And then that's when the car went up and then he lost control. And then I don't even remember. All I know is I just got out the car.
Okay.
The next thing he knew, he was outside the wreck, standing in the street.
Started walking up the block.
Did you walk or run? If you ran, that's okay.
I started walking. The other two, Remy, he was running. I was just jogging. I was like,
Okay.
because like I didn't know he like did something. I don't know he did something like
Well, hold on a minute.
I didn't know like something that bad happened. I didn't know someone got killed.
But he fired an AR into a car.
I know,
What do you
but-
think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
He said he was trying to aim towards the engine.
Okay.
That was the excuse. That was the plan. Take out the car, not the person inside. But was that true? Did Remy really think that? Or was it just something to say after the fact?
You walk off. Why don't you stay there?
Because like there's guns in the car.
Right. He's like, why would it?
Dude, it was a stolen car. I didn't know that until a couple days before, like yesterday. So
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I was jogging.
Get the fuck out of there.
That's why.
If you got all
I was jogging up the
on,
street.
I mean, you shouldn't have all that going on. But if you got all that going on, get the fuck out of there.
Speed walking.
He didn't sprint like the others, but he wasn't about to stand
I would
there
tell the teacher.
and grab him.
You meet up with either Remy or the driver.
Yeah, the driver.
Tell me about that.
I met him when I was walking, I saw him in an alleyway.
Okay, where was he?
He was in
Yo,
the
creative. You just need to come on
he was
in
I
audio
just saw him walking.
and talk
Okay. Where did you guys go?
when I'm reading Reddit,
Walking, I was just
or like
there's cops
you could just come on if you want.
Well, he tells
And
me.
be on the whole time,
he said that to you.
Yeah. Okay. So you said you guys went in the alleyway. Where were you?
or just come on for 10, 20 minutes.
That's where I saw him first, but then after that we went out of the alleyway into like the neighborhood.
Okay, tell me more about going in the neighborhood.
We started walking through like the neighborhood.
Okay, where do you go?
I don't know over there in Lakewood, but we were just walking around the blocks and we just seen there was cops on every single block.
Okay. Where were you found?
Fuck
I was found in the alleyway.
Okay. In what?
in the shit.
Alleyway, I was just walking down the alleyway and they told me to freeze and get on my knees.
The detective didn't dance around it anymore. He asked straight up, "Was the teen hiding in the
I
shade?"
was in the backyard, but I was not in the shed.
Okay, if you were in the backyard, who were you with?
I was with the driver.
Okay. Would you and the driver discuss?
We didn't discuss nothing. I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. And I just walked out the alleyway. I was like, I do not care. Like, bro, I didn't do shit.
Okay.
But like, what am I getting in trouble for? Y'all do.
Okay. And I apologize about earlier about the hypothermia. That's not you. That's my fault. Okay. So
What?
I apologize about that.
The hypothermia.
I was like, because we're standing in the backyard and I'm like, bro, you sound dumb if you think we're gonna get away. There's cops on every single block. You sound stupid. So I'm like, he stays there in the backyard. I'm like, all right, bro, peace out. I walk out in the alleyway. They got me.
Okay.
I didn't do nothing, so I'm gonna be like, all right, freely like.
The detective stepped out, leaving the teen alone with his mom and stepdad. There was no sugarcoating it, no soft words to ease him into what was coming. They laid it all out in front of him.
See? Dollar Shave Club just has great razors at a great price and no bull.
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolute.
No, now you're
They
gonna
have-
be doing time over someone else's board.
Yeah.
Because someone died. Someone died. This isn't. It doesn't matter what you know or what you think you didn't know. Someone died last night. Someone died. This isn't a game. This is like a big deal. This isn't like, oh, you stole a car and didn't go to school. Like someone lost their life, dude.
Behind somebody's dumb shit that you was in the car with,
His stepdad piled on, calling out the choices that got him here.
riding around thinking that this is hot shit.
He obviously doesn't give a fuck about anything. His life, his kid's life, anybody's life, apparently. And you're hanging out with him. Do you think he gives a fuck? Obviously not. This cop don't know if you touched that gun or not.
The cops didn't know if he touched the gun or not. Maybe he didn't, but that
It
wasn't
doesn't matter.
The point was,
He knew what the fuck he was doing.
something bigger than he ever expected. There was no walking away from it now. The detective returned, no longer just asking questions. Now he had something concrete.
This next question is important, okay? I'm going to ask you this. Be honest with me. Okay? Did you shoot? Okay, and I'm asking you that because someone independent said they saw you. They described you to a T and what you're wearing, that you were the shooter. Okay, well,
Why don't they check his hands for gun residue, gunpowder residue?
The detective wasn't interested in promises. He wanted proof. And when he brought up DNA, the teen hesitated.
So again, when I swab for DNA, am I going to find your DNA on that trigger guard on that rifle? On that AR-15, am I going to find your DNA?
It doesn't matter. That wouldn't prove anything.
He touched the gun. He had moved it. But that didn't mean he fired it.
That's good. That's true.
Yes. Yes.
Step over here real quick.
Okay.
Someone said it was me.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I didn't shoot. I know for a fact I didn't shoot.
The weight of the accusation started to sink in. His mother couldn't control her emotions any longer.
Help me explain why I should believe you.
I mean, you don't have to believe me, but
No, he has to believe you, dog. That's the thing.
all right.
He repeated it again, almost to himself this time. He knew he didn't shoot.
Look,
Listen to me.
I know I didn't shoot that gun. I know I didn't because he even asked where Sean if he could shoot before he even shot the gun and hopped out.
The detective told him point blank he wasn't buying his whole sleeping story. The shooting had just happened. Someone was dead, and the teen expected him to believe he fell asleep.
In all those times, how many times after that have you fallen asleep? Because you know how many people have sat in that chair and told me the same thing you're telling me? Because I don't believe you. Okay?
I never felt like I really fell asleep.
Well, I find it hard to believe you
Even
just...
at his empty time, I really fell asleep.
Okay.
I was just laying down in the back with a blanket slung.
So you just witnessed a shooting that's turned into a homicide, and you tell me now
I
you've
didn't know
fallen
it was a
asleep?
homicide.
I know you didn't. But my point is somebody shot with an AR-15, a high-power rifle, and you're telling me within an hour after, within 30 minutes, you fall asleep?
I really did fall asleep.
Okay.
For real. I really, like, for real. Like,
Okay.
I really did fall asleep in the back.
Okay.
And then they woke me up saying the cops was behind us.
Who's
following
they?
us. Remy and Rashawn.
Did you ask him to stop?
I believe him.
Yes,
I believe him. Yeah.
bro, why are you going so fast? He was just going fast.
Tell me more about that.
And he just going fast and he just smacking everything in his way. And then we get to this one, the main street. When we go down, it's a hill. Boom, pothole. Flip up. I hit my head, and then I don't remember it. I just hopped out.
Okay.
Like all I know is I just started like flying around in the car, hitting my head on everything.
All right.
The detective leaned in,
What the
watched the
fuck?
teen closely. He really had nothing to hide. Why did he run? Why not just stay put when the cops showed up?
If you've done nothing wrong, just explain to me the best you can. Why do you leave? Why do you walk off? Why don't you stay outside the car when the police show up? Why do you walk off?
Because of
I was
that
gonna get in
gun.
trouble for the guns. The gun was right next to me.
Okay.
The AR-15 was on the left of me, like I told you. Remy put it in the back, and then that's when I moved it over to the left of me. So I was not trying to get in trouble for 2 guns that was in the car, and they was gonna lead me.
Okay.
They was gonna lead me. They already ran.
Okay.
What about the bullets?
Hmm.
Had he picked up any casings?
How about any casing?
That's what I want to know about.
Did you pick up or have on your person or in your
So I
possession?
found some 22s on the floor, and I picked them up and put them in my pocket.
Tell me more about that.
That's it. Just I found some.
Okay. What'd you do with them?
I put it in my pocket.
And then what'd you do with them?
Nothing. They were just in my pocket.
Okay. Did you ever see the driver, where you're calling Rayshawn? Did you ever see him with any ammunition or any spent shell casings? You know what spent shell casings are?
Like after you done shooting, I think I had the 223s.
Huh?
I had the 223s from the AR-15.
Who did?
Rashawn.
Why
They
did
was
he?
all through the car. And I guess some of them landed on him.
Okay. Did you have any?
Then came another curveball.
I mean, they've probably been shooting the AR at other shit.
Had casings.
Yeah, they probably had casings from shooting that gun before.
Dropped them.
He said I had them.
Yes.
He's lying. I never had that.
Okay.
I never had no shell casing that was empty.
Okay.
I only had those little 22s that I found on the ground.
The detective let the words hang in the air. Then, after a long pause, he stood up. The interrogation was over. In the end, the truth unraveled, piece by piece. The teen's story had gaps.
I wonder what
The
happened.
detectives knew it. But the bigger picture was clear. Remy Cordova had pulled the trigger that night, and Pamela's life
Yeah.
had been stolen in an instant.
That little kid.
Prosecutors later revealed Cordova's motive. He was trying to climb the ranks in the gang world.
Remy Cordova was accused of trying to impress gang members.
How old was this kid?
Pamela Cabrielis' car.
His case was too severe for juvenile court, so it was moved to district court.
Damn.
He was charged as an adult with first-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder. The second charge came because another driver had been in the line of fire, though they weren't injured. In court, Remy Cordova spoke to Pamela's family.
I want y'all to really know I feel for y'all, and I understand completely. You know, I'm terribly sorry for the pain that you guys feel. But I cannot take responsibility for something that I did not do.
In November 2023, Cordova was found guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 40 years. At just 16 years old, his fate was sealed for decades.
Damn, 56
Deshaun Johnson,
before he can get out.
that night, didn't escape justice
Is that right?
either.
56?
In June 2023, he was convicted of multiple charges, including second-degree murder, criminal attempt
Damn.
to commit
What'd he
manslaughter,
get?
and vehicular eluding.
I wonder what the white
He was
kid got.
sentenced to 35 years in prison.
Oh shit,
The third
35 years.
passenger, the teen
Yeah.
from the interrogation room, didn't face any charges related to Pamela's murder. His story may have been messy, but in the end, the evidence didn't place him at the trigger. As for Pamela, her family refuses
Yo, but he was with them during commission of a felony. What the fuck?
to let her name fade. Her memory lives on through her son Leo.
Both my son and I have gone through all grievance stages.
What the fuck? That's crazy, yo. I got.
Related to Pamela's murder. His story may have been messy, but in the end, the evidence didn't place him at the trigger. As for Pamela,
I mean, I believe that maybe he didn't shoot, but why'd they say that they saw? See, there's some liars. The detective's like, we saw somebody saw you shooting. They'll say they just see what they say, what you say.
What do you do when your child asks you, who's going to take care of me if you die, Daddy? I'm sad because I don't want to lose you.
Damn, that's a fucked up case. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to stop cursing. That's a messed up case. I love you all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you tomorrow. That concludes day 13. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. Tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow once I figure out how to stop this stream. All right, bye.